You got 1, 2, 3 or 4 evolutions unlocked in Clash Royale, but you don't know which decks you should play with them, then this video is absolutely perfect. In today's Clash Royale video, I'm going to show you all the best decks for every single evolution in Clash Royale, and I'm also going to teach you how to play them perfectly. The first evolution we got to take care of are the Skeletons. This Skeleton evolution Royal Hawk Psychic deck has not just currently one of the highest usage in Clash Royale, it overall has also the best win rate for every single Skeleton evolution deck. And we're jumping into gaming against FF Mom. We're just going to give them a good luck and let's see. Of course, this deck is really good on defense, it's also powerful offense. You can use a different variations with this deck. In case you guys don't have the Archer Queen unlocked or level up, make sure to sub in a Little Prince or a Musketeer for like a 4 if you want to have like a more free-to-play friendly version. So we just go for the lock here. Lockbait, of course, one of the greatest matchups you can face with this deck. You got Delivery, you got the EQ, you got the Archer Queen as a free card cycle, and this also, of course, the lock in there. So what is really good about this deck is just the defensive like value you're gonna get of the Queen, Skeletons, cycle, just absolutely massive. And overall also, I just feel like Skeleton evolution, in my opinion, is currently rank number 2. What the heck is happening here? On the evolution card list behind the Knight, in my opinion. So we're just gonna go for my Royal Hawks there. I'm also gonna take the Earthquake key to make sure to kill the Firecracker, and also at the same time kill the EQ, kill the tower, the Inferno tower, and also get some decent amount of chip damage on the left hand side. So overall, a really good EQ there. Our opponent's just gonna go for this. Okay, I need to go log there because they kind of pre-logged my skull. It's a bit annoying. So instead of getting like a juicy trade, we kind of need to consider now saving our delivery because he's most likely just gonna go in for this. So let's go for my cannon high on the right hand side so that he doesn't get a dash with his Golden Knight. There's no way he's gonna get it, and so far so good. We always cycled this evolution Skeletons. Now we have them now on cycle, and you kind of just want to always try to go for the normal Skeletons, right? Evolution Skeletons always get value, especially if a ton of people start using cannon here now. Just get so much better. Let's go for my Archer Queen there. Just hope the Archer Queen is gonna be able to kill that in time. Let's go. And now I'm just gonna go for my ability there, and now like of course the Archer Queen, since the buff is way better against melee tanks, way better against Knights, Golden Knights, Valkyries, and so on. So opponent's gonna do this, which might be a bit challenging now. I'm just gonna go for this there. Okay, to be fair, that's fine. I can just go for my Royal Delivery there, clean up everything. Also, he's still forced to defend the Royal Delivery with like something, otherwise it's gonna get a shot. Ah, the Skeleton's getting on tower? No, almost at least. We're gonna get one Skeleton shot there. I'm just gonna go for my cannon high, so it's not gonna get on top of the tower. And I'm just gonna go cycle this here in the back. I'm just gonna go for my log. He goes in for his Cracker like this. Cracker should activate King Tower now if I'm not wrong. Okay, he will not. I'm just gonna go for this. I'm just gonna go cannon here. Really good log prediction. So my Queen will kill this at least, I think. And now I'm just gonna go for my Royal Hawks there. I'm also gonna go pre-EQ because he has to place Inferno Tower. And I think we should play our Queen ability there. I will pre-log. Maybe I do hit something. No, I don't. And I'm playing my Royal Delivery there, using my cannon here in the middle. So we should look really well. Using my Skeleton's high on top of that. And just spamming more Hoggies. Using my Earthquake there, he's not having enough elixir yet for his Inferno Tower. So I was like, maybe he's gonna go Skeleton top of that, but he does not. Using my Ice Spirit there, Ice Spirit's coming down, using my Skeletons to surround this, using my Delivery in case he goes in for a lock in time, he does, using really good delivery timing, and overall we're doing a really great job, and we should, honestly, if everything goes by plan, win this game. I'm just gonna play this, using my Royal Hawks at the bridge. Royal Hawks are gonna apply aggression. I'm just gonna play my Earthquake there, and now it's time to go Skeletons. Using my ability there. Pressuring with another sort of like set of Hoggies. Please get a shot. No, it doesn't get a shot. I think I'm gonna play the EQ there. I will play the EQ on top of the tower and on top of the Firecracker there. I might need to go Ice Spirit. Overall good defense. That's time to go on. Okay. Can we get it on time, please? No, I messed up. But he also has Evolution Skeletons. So, using my log, pre-log. This, perfect. Using my Skeletons, since he doesn't have his log and cycle anymore. But he will be able to cycle back to another log. But we can just go now for a log here. And playing my Earthquake on top of the tower. And we are gonna win this game. Let's go. And this is the best, by far best Skeleton Evolution deck in Clash Royale right now. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Evolution Ice Spirit sucks, but this Evolution Ice Spirit deck with the execution is actually viable and you can have a lot of success with it. Here we go, we're just gonna go for the Goblins directly at the bridge, and of course Evolution Ice Spirit is by far the best evolution, I would say. Maybe not by far, because Valkyrie also pretty sucks. So if you have the Valkyrie, the Evolution Ice Spirit, I honestly feel sorry for you guys. But this deck, Hawk Executioner, is just like a really good deck. And I actually saw Viper in top 20 in the entire world with Evolution Ice Spirit in it. And of course, Evolution Ice Spirit, it's not like an absolutely horrible evolution, but compared to the other ones, which I feel like a bit too busted, it just like kind of fell off a bit. I could kind of see like Supercell maybe at one point nerfing all the evolutions to make them more viable and kind of let the Ice Spirit as it is after they made enough money out of the offers. But yeah, so we're just gonna go for my rocket there on top of that. Valkyrie gets a shot, which is of course really, really nice. I might just go in for my Hawk Rider now at the bridge. Of course, you can always use this type of decks. I'm gonna show there also with the different evolution in this deck. For example, this deck with evolution Valkyrie. Of course, there's always options because it's not possible to make a deck where you don't have like 2 evolutions in the deck. So I might just... what are we gonna do? I think I'm just gonna go for my Valk there. I also need to take Log. Otherwise the Ewoks are gonna shred my entire Valkyrie, but that's okay. So the King Tower is helping if he even needs to. He doesn't, and so far we are, I feel like we're even on damage, and at the same time we're not really too far behind on Elixir, and we have the King Tower activation. This will be a 3 Musketeer deck. I honestly feel 3 Musketeer might be a good matchup, and maybe the Ice Spirit is actually doing stuff against Bridge Ramp pushes, right? So Ice Spirit, Executioner, Ice Spirit Valkyrie could be really powerful on defense. So let's see. I don't really want to go Axie because the Monk ability is going to reflect my axe to my own tower. So I'm using my Goblins there. Time to maybe go Hawk Rider. Okay, this is interesting. I'm just going to go for my Valk. No, I'm just going to go for this defense. And perfect! This was actually the perfect example, guys, for the Valkyrie, for the Ice Spirit evolution. Ice Spirit evolution actually did a great job there against the 3 Musketeers. He thought he's just gonna get me, like, get a ton of damage, but he did not. So he goes in. Okay, to be fair, I might just... okay, I'm just using my Law, using Goblins. I'm using Hawk Rider in the middle to maybe get on top of the pump. I actually do get on top of the pump. So 2 shots there, which is great. I personally think doing this is fine. Using my Log now, hopefully in time before he's able to use the ability. Perfect. Okay, using this because he will rage. So the Hawk Rider is coming down in time. He doesn't have enough elixir to go for his E-Buffs, or doesn't have them as cycles. So he needs to go Archers there and Bandit, but the Hawk Rider gets 2 massive shots on the tower. And I think this area I'm just gonna go for my Ice Spirit there. Using my Log. I hope the Evolution Ice Spirit is gonna kill that. Great. Okay, using my Goblins. Using my rocket prediction there on top of the E-Buffs. What a great prediction, guys. And the game is over. As the next evolution, we got the most underrated one. Shout out to Cashman. Evolution bats are really working well in this type of Mega Knight deck. So I'm just gonna go for the good luck. I'm using my Barbarian Bird here to start off the game. And in case you guys don't have the Little Prince unlocked, you can use the Musketeer there. This works also really well. And also instead of the Ghost, Bandit is the perfect scenario. But I actually don't have the Bandit unlocked on this account. So I'm using... okay. So I'm using the Ghost. I'm one of you guys. So, do we take this damage? I might just go for a Little Prince there. And what is he gonna do? Does he have enough elixir to do something? Seems like he does not. So he really committed aggressively. And Mega Knight is just like such a solid control deck. And by far like the best Bats Evolution deck. I would always like use a Bats Evolution deck with combination with the Mega Knight. You can use a ton of different decks, also maybe with the Ram Rider instead, different world break combination, but I feel like Mega Knight Miner is the way if you have the Evolution Bats unlocked. So using my Ghost there on top of the Goblin Gang, Ghost is gonna get on top of the tower. Using also my Wallies there. Okay, Barbarian Barrel. Just wanna make sure we clean this up. And here I'm just gonna go for a really cheeky zap. Honestly, got a ton of damage on the left-hand side, so a bit more than I kind of expected. But it's still okay. I'm just gonna play... okay, I need to go Ghost. Annoying play. He's gonna give us the well played. Stop doing this. Using my Wallback here on the right-hand side. Because he might be too low on elixir to defend him. No, he decides to let the Ghost go. Using my Barbarian World, yeah, just to get some more pressure And I think overall we're doing really well. So right-hand tower gets chipped down. I think this game might be really interesting. So far, really aggressive game. But okay, I'm using my little prince there. Because I'm fine like taking, I'm fine if he takes the left-hand side. I feel like with 1-1 situation with the Mega Knight and double X time, our deck also gets a bit better. So I think we shouldn't be sad about this. Using my boy in the back, he uses the Fire Spirit. So this might be an opportunity now since the prince is out and also... Okay. Fire Spirit is out to go in for evolution bats. Also gonna go for Barbarian Brawl there. Little Prince. Using a miner now. Goes in for a rocket. What the heck was this rocket, dude? I don't know if I would have played the rocket in your situation. So using my ability there. Look at the left hand side. Look at the right hand side. Look at both sides. Go for a perfect zap timing here. The Guardian is on the tower. He needs to be aggressive. We can just go ghost there. Using also my little prince in case he's playing something there. I got my ability ready. GG's well played. This is by far the best Bats Evolution deck. So make sure to use a Mega Knight deck in combination with the Bats Evolution if you want to have success with that. For the Knight Evolution, it's really hard to choose just one deck because Knight Evolution is just by far the best Evo currently in the entire game. But I like this Electro Giant deck quite a lot. So we're facing off against Lord Pablo. In case you guys don't have the little Prince upgraded, make sure to sub that Phoenix is the best substitute on Foundering, on Baby Deck, on Mega Mania. But I like Phoenix in this deck a lot. So I'm just going to go for my Knight in the back. Our opponent goes in for Archers and Bowlers. So he might play the best Archers Evolution deck in Clash Royale right now. But stay tuned for this. So I'm just gonna go for my little prince. Okay, I'm just gonna go for my cannon first. Using my little prince there low. The little prince is doing a great job. Using my goblin giant there, making sure to get the king to activation. Just like an early king. Always really, really nice. He got like 1k damage, but that's completely fine for me. That's completely fine for me. I'm gonna just sacrifice that because the king to activation is just like such a massive advantage. I'm using also my ability then in the last possible second. Okay, maybe it was a waste. Could have been better. But it's fine overall. I don't want to go for the Electro Giant that early in single elixir time. I just feel like this is more of a counter push deck compared to other Electro Giant decks since the bowler is just so massive on defense. So you just want to spam your little princes, your knights, your balls in the back because the deck is way more defensive. And then at one point where you feel like, okay, I got a counter push, I got a good defense, then you're just going to go Goblin Giant, Electro Giant in front, use a really good Tornado. And this is basically how you win. Just playing a Lightning there. It's a really good Lightning opportunity. The only really annoying thing about this deck is, are the minions. Minions are quite annoying. So, using my LP there. This might be some damage. I think I just want to make sure it's not going to be too much damage. I'm also using my Barbarian Brawl. But also, to be fair, our bowler was quite chipping away. So, I feel like as long as you're pushing same lane, we should not lose this one. I think we should win this one, to be honest. So, is the ability coming down? Would have been a really cool ability. But using my knight there. And now it's just time to go in for an easy bowler. In case he goes in for his fisherman again, I would take the lightning. Okay, if not, I'm using my Electro Giant there. Also, that means he can't go for his annoying minions now in the same lane. Which of course is always nice. Using my little prince high. Using my ability there. Good ability. Cleaning up everything. Little prince stays alive. And I think personally we're just gonna go for lightning here on top of like both bowlers. Hopefully killing them almost at least. Also this bowler might get a shot on the tower. It does not. So using my bowler there. And I got my Electro Giant already, so I'm kinda interested to see what he's gonna do now. Okay, just place it like this. I need to go little prince there. Little prince was kinda misplaced unfortunately from us. Of course want to go same lane. But I still think it's fine. So I'm using my cannon there. Using my bowler there. Like the thing is, I don't know if he knows that. But the Barbarian Bowler is doing a great job. So the bowler shouldn't get a shot on top of my tower. Perfect. Was really close. But I'm using now my cannon here. Fireball Rage won't be enough. So I was just gonna go for the cannon there to make sure in case he goes on Fisherman High it won't pull. And now we're just gonna go in there. And of course it looked really close at the end, but it's honestly it really solved up. GG, well played. And yeah, Evolution Knight, there are a ton of different decks available. Hawk Rider, minor control decks, but I feel like Electric Giant deck is the way easiest deck to play for you guys. Evolution Archers aren't as good as they used to be, but they're still one of the best evolutions in Clash Royale, and they just work absolutely incredible in this giant graveyard deck. So of course you could also use the Goblin Giant deck he was playing, but I feel like this deck is even easier to play. You're going for the Archers there, and also Goblin Giant, I don't feel like it's gonna get like soon to the balanced race. So I don't really think Goblin Giant is as broken anymore as it used to be, because a ton of people on the top layer aren't using this anymore, and just feel like this deck, especially with the Cannoneer kind of going around, it will be even better, right? Like a ton of people are starting to use Cannoneer, and it sucks against Graveyard. So using my Bowler there, and this honestly might be a Graveyard Mirror matchup. So in case you guys don't have the Little Prince, use the Musketeer instead. Also works really well. Actually, the guy, I don't know if you guys know him, Jorge Luis, aka El Patron, finished #1 in the entire world like few seasons ago with the Musketeer version. So it has to be really good. Using my Little Prince there, gonna go Archers, and want to play him as low as I can so he doesn't get immediate Barbarian Barrel value. And now it's just time to go in for this. He goes in for the poison, which is good. I'm not gonna go Arrows because this means he could get an easy King to activation. So I really want the Giant to die, even if it sounds pretty dumb. Playing my Snowball there, so he's still forced to Barbarian Ball. He goes in for the Barbarian Ball, which is fine. One of the Archers is connecting. I think overall we got a really good damage lead and also an Elixir advantage. So we also got Evolution Archers, so this is perfect. Of course, what is so great about Evolution Archers still, even after the range nerf, is that you can always split them, you always get positive elixir trades, and you just defend both lanes, right? You will never be able to get a positive elixir trade against Evolution Archer while you're pushing into them. So I'm using my Giant in front. In case he goes in for a high baby thing, I'm just going to snipe this with Archers. But I think in this type of situation I would love to go Graveyard, and I'm just going to go Archers as soon as I can, because he doesn't have a Baron Barrel cycle, right? Remember this. So the Bowler is going to get a perfect shot. Okay, not a perfect Evolution Archers, but it's fine. Is he gonna go for Tornado? He's gonna go for Tornado. I'm using my Snowball there still because his Barbarian Bro is coming in late. And also the Giant is on the tower. Same for the Bowler. He's gonna go for a late Ice Wizard, but this is fine. Now we're just gonna do the same thing over again. And just think, man, I just hate this deck. I hate playing in Giant Graveyard. It's just so well. I used this deck a lot last season. I finished actually pretty high with it because just so good against control decks. You're just doing the same thing over again. Push same lane. And there's nothing your opponent can really do about this. So I am using my Goblins now. Using my arrows like this. And using now my Snowball. Good defense. Of course he's gonna get tough damage, right? But he's still forced to defend like a whole Giant plus Graveyard. He doesn't have Poison Cycle. So there's no way he's gonna win this one. He goes in for Knight on defense. I can just go Archers. I can just go Brawler. I have Arrows and Snowball. So there's nothing I can do. And yeah, Evolution Archers, of course, aren't as good as they used to be anymore. I think they're currently the third best Evolution. They kind of lost this their spot against Evolution Skeletons, but they're still really, really good. For the best Firecracker Evolution deck, you got a ton of options. Of course, you can also use in this Hawk Rider Cycle deck Night Evolution, but Firecracker Evolution also works really great in that. So we're playing as one of the Clash Royale Greats Wings. So I'm just playing my Iceberg here at the bridge, and I love, I honestly, when was the last time I used a Knight, not an Evolution, in a deck? This looks really weird. The Knight icon, actually, I'm not really using that. But the Knight Evolution, of course, you can also sub it in there. You can use an Iceberg Evolution, this type of deck, this kind of thing, right? We got so many Evolutions right now in Clash Royale, 11 now. You can kind of do this. There's there are just a few decks where you don't have 2 Evolutions in one deck to kind of choose in between. Okay. Using my Knight, I could honestly go for a Tesla if I want to. But I don't really think it's necessary. So, using my Lock. And I think this might be a situation where I'm going to apply opposite lane, or both lane pressure, because he doesn't have Lock. He's going to have Rage in his deck. So he goes in for a Bowler. And our Hawk Rider gets 2 shots. I don't know about this. 3 shots even. I don't know about this Fisherman. Using a perfect Iceberg there, of course, the micro interactions are really important. As you could kind of imagine we're playing a Cycle deck. So I'm not the smartest guy on off. It's just pretty obvious. So I don't really want to overcommit there. I think I'm just playing my Goblins now with the Knight. He might go for his Little Prince, which is completely fine because he's forced to use an ability, and my Cracker gets a ton of value. So do we get another shot there? No, we do not, but we can use a Lock there. And now I might play my Ice Bird. Also playing my Hog Rider, so he's not going to be able to get too much damage. Is he back to another Fisherman? No, he's not. So I might just play my Cracker at the bridge to get some damage. I remember the broken Cracker time. You guys also remember the broken Cracker time? It was just absolutely mad. Just like the cheap Cracker cycle decks, you just spam at the bridge and immediately get 1k damage. It's not possible anymore. I still see people, especially in mid-ladder round, when like YouTubers do like a poll, which is the best evolution in your opinion. A ton of people actually say it's the Firecracker because they're facing so much, or like facing it so much. So this deck is really, really, really good. Using my Log Deer on top of the Bowler. Using my Ice Bird, this might be a tough situation because he's most likely gonna go using my Knight there high. Okay. Earthquake. Do I hit everything? Okay, it's fine. Log. Good log. Still a shot, which is annoying. But using my Ice Bird there. Using my Earthquake there. I think the Fisherman is gonna die with a log. Okay, don't even need a log. I'm still gonna go log. Tesla like this. Knight. Goblins. Okay, he has Fireball. Was kind of scared of lightning. I think good for us that he's not having it. Using my Hog Rider. He's gonna go Bowler. It's still gonna be a shot. Goes on Fisherman. The Goblin actually distracts that, so it's still a shot. And using my Tesla there low. They got another Cracker in hand. So playing my Ice Bird there. Also gonna go log to make sure the little prince gets resetted because he's pretty annoying. And now I'm gonna play my EQ there. Another Tesla. Goblins. It's not gonna be too much damage, this is fine. Ice Bird like this. Log. Knight. And I think EQ log should be enough. So I'm using log. Using this. Using my... Okay, I'm using this first. Ice Bird. Log. EQ, please, come in time. GG's. Was a bit close at the end, but still, man. I just think Evolution Cracker is a bit underrated currently. For the only Evolution building deck, we got this absolutely incredible Evolution Mortar Minor Poison Control deck. If you don't have the Little Prince unlocked, of course, also for this deck, use the Musketeer. Actually, don't have the Musketeer on level 15, I have it on level 12, so I can't use it. But Little Prince, of course, overall is better, but Musketeer also works really great in there. So guards are just like absolutely massive after the buff. Also, of course, you got the arrow bait, kind of even arrows aren't doing as well as they used to be against guards, because the guards are not going to survive that, but still a ton of situations people are gonna go on top of that. The problem is can't be under level for our mortar, but we have to take this using my miner there and also go for my minions. So we are applying a ton of aggression. The mortar gets a shot, and also at the same time he needs to go tornado that, which means of course he gets the king to activation. But look at the minions chipping away. Tower goes down below, or like almost below 3k HP, so overall a really good start. The underlevel mortar could hurt us. The underleveled mortar could really hurt us. So using my guards there at the bridge. Why not? He goes on Barbs, he goes on Barbarian Burl. And I'm just gonna set up my LP here in the back. This is gonna be most likely a Golem deck with the healer in there. Which is something I personally don't want to see in Clash Royale, but it's okay. Ice Bird high. Mortar's coming down. Okay, so this is really good. Because I can just go miner there. Using my minions. So the miner is going to kill the complete pump. And he's just going to let it go. I don't know about that. Mortar's going to get another shot most likely. Let's go. And I can just go for a cheeky Ice Bird there. To freeze both of them. And he's not going to be able to get any damage besides one Skeleton Dragon connection. I might go for another Mortar. His pump timing so far and his pump protections were absolutely horrible. So... Using my Evolution Mortar, I always... Like, the thing is, like, normally I like to play really defensive with the Mortar and just chip away with the Miner, but Evolution Mortar is kind of a card I always want to play at the bridge because the potential is just so... It's, like, just so big, right? So, I really hate playing my Evolution Mortar on defense unless I have a big damage lead, right? Of course, this is the scenario where it's kind of fine. Using my ability there to maybe... Okay, not protect this, but doing a good job overall. The thing is, I need to go defensive miner, which is bad, because this might be a pump opportunity for him. I don't know if he's going to take this or not. He's taking it, so I need to pressure with Mortar. I don't want to poison the pump. Using my log. He will go for a selected ring, right? So I need to go minions. Just gonna play my pump there. I have my miner there. Ice Burst coming down. Distracting this. Look at my LP. LP does an absolutely incredible job. Log is coming down there. And we're doing a good job. They're playing my guard slow that he can't reach it with a Barbarian Bell. Even he doesn't have it in cycle. So using my miner there. So the good thing is he doesn't have healer. Healer would make this matchup way more annoying. Also Ice Bird like this. Using another Mortar there. So what is he supposed to do now? Does he have enough for barbs? He doesn't. So he needs to go for... Yeah, that was obvious, right? That was his only chance of kind of getting back to the game. So we predicted this. So that's fine. Unfortunately, it's gonna go wrong lane. But in case he goes and Golem on defense, like he needs to go Golem high. Okay, I'm using Miner Poison there. Just gonna try to Miner Poison, cycle him out. Miner, Log, and I just need one more poison to finish him off. Miner's coming down, and the game is over. GG's, well played. Yeah, I think we overall played this really well. We did the aggression at the right time. We kind of punished this pump early, since this is like the most important thing with this type of deck. Don't let the opponent get a huge elixir advantage. Okay, to be honest, that was the easiest choice for me. The best evolution barbs deck, of course, is Lava Loon. Okay, guys, for this game, I feel like we might just go guards at the bridge just to bait out something. So I have my Megamine on a little bit. I also have my Zap on a little bit, but I think we can work around this. So using my guards there, baiting out a Knight. Okay, so what is this guy playing? I think, honestly, evolution barbs are also kind of underweight. I'm struggling a lot against them. They're like a secondary win condition sometimes, just like so busted on defense, just doing so much damage. I just feel like they're just like so good. Of course, you can also use Golden. This I would say is like the best substitution instead of like using evolution barbs as the best evolution barbs deck. But I just think like Lava Loon is the most solid one you want to focus on. We got the guards for the Tombstone. This is like a current Lava Loon variation, but of course you can also use the Tombstone version. Using my Fireball there, really good Barbarian decision, and my Lava is gonna chip away. I might just play my Balloon now because his Tombstone's out of hand. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that. So the Lava will get a ton of chip. He's gonna go for a Baby Dragon. Is he gonna nado it back or throw the king? I'm not sure. I think I would nado it backwards. He's deciding to get, or like to pool it to king. Okay. It's his choice, of course. I'm gonna go for guards there. Just to distract this. Don't really want to use my Megamine because I feel like Megamine might be one of the key cards in this matchup. Just like, because for the Skeleton Ranks you got the poison. And also like the Baby Dragon Splash. I feel like Megamine might be the card I kind of want to save. So I'm using my Lava now in the back once again. Got my barbs ready in case he decides to do something. And now I can just go for my Mega Minion behind this. Of course, always fireballing the Ice with Baby Dragon is just like so annoying in this matchup. Using my Mega Minion there. Is he giving me any fireball value? He actually is giving me a ton of fireball value. Using my Skelly Dragons there. Using my guards like this. I don't know about Displaced You. This guy's playing really weird. So using my Balloon there. So he's gonna struggle there. He's gonna really struggle. Zap. Fireball. Good Fireball. Unfortunately, we don't hit the Mega Man. He goes in for Tornado, but it's still okay, right? He's committing so much elixir. Lava Puppies are gonna chip. And he can't really go in because we still have evolution barbs available. So I can just go for another Lava and build up a huge push again. And in case he goes in, I got just like my evolution barbs ready. So I can also go for my guards in case I really need them. But I don't really think I need them. The one Barbarian is helping there. Just shred everything. And now my Lava might just be able to do it on his own by just chipping and chipping and chipping away. So I'm using my Zap there. Okay, don't hit everything, but I can go for my Fireball. And I'm just gonna go for my Balloon here, honestly. So he goes in for another boy like this, but he's still forced to play a Tornado on defense. And as long as he's doing that, he won't have enough elixir. On offense, he might even get death damage, which would be, of course, a mean good game. Okay, we do not get it. But using my Lava here in front of this, I just need a bit more chip. Using my Mega Man here to protect this, or like to block this at the bridge. Guards here on top of the graveyard is a really cheap answer. And we can go for the Fireball there. And I think Fireball chip will seal the deal. Zap is coming down, and yeah, of course, it's a no-brain choice deck. For the Warrior Giant evolution, of course, you got a ton of different variations since it's a win condition, but I personally like this a lot. It's really free-to-play friendly and overall a really good deck. Okay, before hating me, free-to-play friendly in a way, because you don't need a champion in this type of deck, and it's just like a deck which I feel like a lot of you guys might have upgraded already because it's so good for such a long time. So we actually need to play with a level 14 IG, but this is happening. This is our life. But it's okay. We're actually like top 200 in the world with all of the decks, so we're doing a really good job there. Okay, using my NATO there. I think there should be a pool now. Okay, we don't get the pool. He plays Xe Mortar. Go for a log. IG level 13 doesn't get a shot. At 14, I mean IG level 14, IG level 15 would have gotten a shot there, of course. Using skeletons there to distract this. And now I'm using my ghost there. And IG is just a deck which I feel like a ton of pros love to play. Mugi is really known to be one of the most consistent IG players. He always uses that deck in World Finals. So every single year Mugi gets to World Finals, I think IG is his most used deck. And this kind of shows like how consistent this deck is. Of course, the evolution isn't as good as it used to be anymore, but it's still really good. I see some people here and there still have success with it. And of course, it's kind of only straight up win condition evolution we currently have in the game, in my opinion. Of course, you can kind of cut Mortar in there, but this is kind of evolution only win condition we have there. So of course you want to kind of build a deck around it. You could also use Hawk Rider with it. IG Hawk Rider, that's what Final Form does, but I wouldn't really recommend you that. So using my Fireball there just to cycle, because he's using a defensive Mortar anyway. So using my Log, Fisherman, goes like this, skeletons like this, and my E-Spirit is coming down. Really good E-Spirit. We don't even take a shot on the tower, and we are already up quite a lot. He goes in for skeletons, and I think actually the thing is like I can't really play the bridge. The thing is like of course in this type of match I would love to have like the lightning against the executioner, but it's okay. I'm using my IG now at the bridge. Why not? Okay, that's fine. Playing my Log there, playing my Fireball. Maybe a Fireball cycle is actually the way we want to go for. Okay. E-Spirit. Clean this up. Thank you very much. Log is coming down. Goes in for a Tornado. Interesting Tornado. I think he kind of expected the Executioner to survive, but this didn't happen. Skeletons are coming down to protect this. Fireball is also coming down. Using my Log there. Perfect Log. We might get a shot. IG level 14 gets a shot. Let's go. And this will be really long road for him to come back since he's playing a cycle deck and we got the beat on advantage. Okay. Evo Spirit. I mean like Ice Spirit. Electric Spirit. Electric Spirit. I mean Electric Spirit. It's not Ice Spirit. It's Electric Spirit Mortar Royale. Okay. So, interesting decision. So I think in this type of scenario, I'm taking a Fireball. I'm gonna go Ghost there. I'm using my Log. Okay, so we're so far in front that I think it's fine to just Fireball cycle him. Even got, of course, Rocket, which is dealing more damage. But it's okay. So, in this type of scenario, I have the Evolution Warrior Giant. I got the Ghost. He doesn't have his Knight in cycle. So, doing this should be the right choice. Let's go. Okay, Fireball. Log. It's gonna be dead. It's gonna be on tower. He goes to Evolution Mortar, gets a distraction in the last possible second. Fisherman is also coming down. And like, not gonna lie, I'm just gonna straight up Fireball this. He's gonna give up. He gave up. Let's go. Using my Ghost at the bridge. And yeah, I think for RG you got a ton of different variations. You can also use Lightning Bowler, Fisherman. You can also use Zappies and Mother Witch Tombstone. So also with the Giant Skeleton, with the Skeleton King, with the Dark Wind instead. So a ton of different variations. So Warrior Giant evolution, I feel like you know what you're doing there, guys. It's time to go to the most toxic evolution. Evolution recruits are just absolutely annoying, absolutely disgusting, and this deck is the best deck even. It's absolutely annoying to play against. As always, in case you guys don't have a Little Prince, I feel like minions are like a really good substitute in this type of deck because Goblin Giant and minions is a really good combination. And yeah, you got like absolutely amazing defensive cards in this deck and you just like overwhelm the opponent at one point. You need to go Rage there, unfortunately, to kill the Princess. Do I go Recruits in the back? Normally, I don't really want to play Recruits that early. I mean, you can. I want to pump first. But to be fair, it's fine. Like, we're going to be able to defend both lanes. So he's forced to play something. I think this might be Hog Mini. No, I think it's going to be Hoggies. So using my collector now. Okay, first I'm just going to go arrows here. Good arrows, making sure to kill everything. Recruits are going to get a ton of chip on the left hand side. It was actually massive. And now I'm just going to go for my collector there. Did he use his log? I'm not 1% sure about this. I should have kept his cycle. So I don't know if I'm going to defend with mini packer or with the goblins, but I think just playing this, I'm just going to go for my rage there. I think this will almost be no damage at all. Yeah, tower is almost like still at 3k HP. I'm going to go for my mini packer there. So question is if we're able to get arrows. I'm gonna go arrows there. He's still forced to go Goblin Gang on the right hand side, so this is good for us. So if he decides to, no, he's not gonna go. He's gonna play this. Okay. Using my little prince there, I might just go Goblin Giant again. He doesn't have his mini pack and cycle anymore. Please don't go. No. You should have went to the tower. I should have played one tile lower. That was so bad. I'm horrible. I'm gonna retire. Yeah, okay, my bad. I could have just Goblin Giant in front and win the game. So sometimes you need to make it harder for yourself. Okay, using my mini packer there. Also gonna go rage to make sure the picks are one shot. Okay, I think it's still okay. I want to go a little prince there. I don't really want to waste my arrows. Honestly, I might just go for another pump there. Why not? Just stacking up the pumps. Okay, using my arrows. So what's his mission now? I'm using my recruits. Okay, goblins. Rage. And I don't see him defending this. I don't really see him defending this. So he's supposed to. How's he supposed to defend both lanes? I think he cannot defend both lanes. Using my little prince there high. He needs to go log left. Rage. He needs to go log left, so he can't go log right. Pretty obviously, and I'm just gonna go arrows. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this deck is still no skill, but if you have the evolution recruits, please play something like that. This evolution Valkyrie deck hit #1 on the world yesterday and just like so good on defense and also so powerful on offense. I just feel like Graveyard is one of the most reliable win conditions right now in the entire game. Once again, we're on a level, so this is a really good showcase of these decks. So using a different, or like we're gonna give them good luck. Using my Valk in the bag, of course, Valkyrie isn't really too great overall as a card, but in this type of deck with the NATO Bowler combination, I just really like it. So using my bowl in the back, Valkyrie is hopefully gonna do a great job there. No, he's not gonna do a great job so far. So he's gonna distract it. Okay, this might be a tough one since he got Hog Rider cycle. So most likely with a Tesla. So the problem in this type of matchup is that the Firecracker gets so much value. So can please the Cracker die? It would be really cool. It's not gonna die, of course. So I might just go for an Ice Whiz here to clean it up. Using an Ice Whiz there. I potentially could go for a Graveyard, so I just pray he has Bomb Tower and no Tesla. Okay, he goes in for this. Let's see, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna go? Okay, he goes in for a Tesla, that's fine. He goes in also for Golems. I could have frozen that, but to be fair, we're still gonna be able to get a decent amount of chip there. Yes. So it's not that bad. Using my Brawler there. Using my Tornado there. So no damage taken. We are like 100 damage behind, but overall it's okay. We still got the Bowler on the map, so we still have a counter push. It's most likely just gonna go Knight, so soon Evo Knight might be a problem. But Valkyrie also does pretty well against the Hawk, so it might be one of the cases where I feel like maybe the Evolution Valkyrie in this type of matchup is really helpful for us. Using my Baby Dragon down. But I could also see maybe the Valkyrie Evolution getting a buff soon. So if you're like having a Valkyrie Evolution unlocked, I think even if you're not really too happy with her, there might be something to celebrate really soon in Clash Royale. So using my Ice Whiz there in the back. Okay. I think what he needs to do, of course, is switching lanes. You don't want to push same lane against the Graveyard player with Hog Rider. Okay, exactly what he's going to do. I'm still going to go Tornado there without taking any damage. A +1 elixir trade. Also, the King Tower just takes 1 shot instead of 2 because the Bowler was helping. But I feel like I need to save. I really need to save my NATO once on offense to kill the Cracker. Using my Ice Whiz now. Using my Valk now. Please pull it back. Let's go. Perfect scenario. And now I'm just gonna go for my graveyard there. So what's he gonna do? I'm also using my Baby Ring. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We do get a ton of damage. I could freeze that, but I think I'm just gonna chill again and go Ball in the same lane. He got the most damage. So Baby Ring is still staying alive at the bridge. So it's gonna kill the Tesla at least. And I think if he goes in for his Hawk right opposite lane, I'm just gonna go Inferno Dragon. And now I'm just gonna go for my Tornado here. And now he's gonna think I'm gonna go left hand side, right? But I don't. I'm gonna go right hand side. So the Inferno is gonna tank this. And I'm immediately gonna freeze this. I wanna kill the goblins. He goes in for a late log, but we're still gonna be able to get a decent amount of chip. So this is fine. Using my bowler in case he goes in for another Hawk Rider. Using my bowler in case he goes for another Hawk Rider. Using my bowler in case he goes in for another Hawk Rider. Do it, sir. Thank you very much. No, I'm just gonna go for a Tornado here. Really good Tornado, really perfect Tornado. Now we're looking absolutely great. This is a game which goes really long as expected. Opponent's playing really well, we are playing really well, so this is fine. Using my Inferno Dragon there. We also still have the opportunity to freeze on defense, so if it's really necessary, of course I don't really want to do it, but we might have to at one point. Okay. This is fine. I'm using my Valk there at the bridge. Now I'm just gonna go grave it. It's triple elixir time, right? It's triple elixir time. So I'm using my Tornado there. Killing everything, hopefully. In a way. Using my freeze there. So we do get one skeleton on top of the tower. Look at the one skeleton. Look at the one Larry. Larry's putting in the work using Bowler there. Okay, so the good thing is... my Valk is coming down. Look at the Valk now. Look at the Valk now, guys. The Valk evolution is putting in the work I expected her to do. To be fair, even better. Even better. Okay, using my Boulder there. Tornado. Okay. Freeze. It's coming down so he doesn't get a shot. This is great. Thank you very much. But we also don't get a shot. But I think EQ lock isn't enough. EQ lock isn't enough. So as long as we're defending this, we are fine. We can also still go for an offensive freeze, and we should win this game. And these are all the best decks for every single evolution in Clash Royale. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe if you guys don't want to miss any content just like that. And I would say I'm out. Thanks for watching, and have a ton of fun to try all of these decks out in Clash Royale.